In the last lecture, we saw how can we pass parameter to a particular route. So now in this lecture, we'll be seeing how we'll be learning how can we fetch information from a particular route. So when I talk about information, I mean to say how can we fetch the parameters or route parameters, I would say. So let's see that in action. Let's move on to a code. So since we have already defined a path over here, now I wanted to fetch the information from the current active route. So let me move on to my TypeScript file here. So you need to make sure when we are talking about fetching information from the active route, a special directive come into play where we can make use of that special directive just to fetch the router information. So that directive name is activated route. So let me inject that first of all. I will create a variable, let's say route, which inherits. So you need to actually auto import it from activated routes. So so here is my import activated route. Since I have made use of this, now I just wanted to fetch the information. I currently have a property where I'm using user, and we have an array property, JavaScript type property this is, and we have ID and name. Now, so what I'll do is dot users equals to, since it's JavaScript type, so I would like to give the ID equals to this dot route dot snapshot. This actually gives the current snapshot of the current route. So snapshot dot, we need the parameter, so we need the params property. So we need the parameter. So what we need the ID. Since we have already defined the ID in that route, so we need the ID. Now we have another property name, so we will do the same thing for name as well. This dot route dot snapshot dot params, and we need name. As you know that we have already defined we have only defined ID, and name is not mentioned in that route. So let me add name to the route as well. Let me go to my app module, and I'll just add slash colon name. So if you have 2 or 3 parameters, you can add in such a way that I have currently used. Just save your file here, move on to your TypeScript file, and this is it. Now I wanted to make use of this ID and name value in my HTML file. Here I have used a user with ID. So let me change this, and I will using the string interpolation. String interpolation is with double curly braces. User dot ID. Same goes with name. User dot name. So that's it. One thing more, I don't know why, but we have earlier faced an issue where the import was from Angular at router, but the R is in capital, so it wasn't working. So let me make it small. So we have saved our changes, and let's see now whether we are getting the desired result or not. So we don't have any error. Let me move to the user and provide some first is the ID parameter, and the other is, let's say, Yash. I'll take my name, and let's get into that page. So we are getting the desired result. User with ID 3 loaded, and user name is yes. So we have, this is quite a lot to do right now. Now in the next lecture, I will be teaching how can we fetch the parameter or the route information reactively.